Hello and welcome to SalesSpeak Studio. My name is Suresh Balasubramanian and it is my pleasure to teach you the tools and techniques to become great at sales. In the last video, we learned about the neuroscience of customer relationships and how behaviors are formed. Our patent pending behavioral framework identifies 64 unique personalities, each with their own unique behaviors. In this video, we shall look at one such profile in detail. If we were to simplify human behavior, we can look at it as a very simple framework. There are people who are extremely logical and task oriented. They will talk to you about logic, tasks, and facts. Then there are people whose engagement style is high on emotions and relationships. Then there are people who are commanding in nature. That is, they like to tell you what to do. And then there are people who are accommodating. That is, their dominant style is to ask you about things. People who like to speak to you about tasks and facts and tell you what to do. These personality types are called commanders. Like the name suggests, such types are authoritative and extremely task focused. There are people who like to speak to you about logic, tasks, and facts. But unlike commanders, these people like to ask you about things. Such types are also called as navigators. Next are the types who are high on emotion and relationships and extremely accommodating. We can call such people caregivers. Finally, there are people who are high on emotion and relationships and also like to tell you about things. Such types are called the artists. Each of these types has its own distinct set of unique behavior traits. Let's examine the behavior traits of the commander in detail. So what is the best way for you as a seller to engage with a commander type of customer? Now every personality type has traits that they lean towards or prefer. It is called their area of focus. The commander's focus of attention, that is the things that grab their attention, are number one, power and control. They are focused on anything that allows them to retain and grow their power and control. Second, they have what is called as a bias for action. That is, they are driven towards things that require action right here, right now. Now, as a seller, you will encounter a commander type of personality as a customer. What does this focus of attention mean to you as a seller? You can do two things. One, make it a point to project your product and services in a way that will allow the commander to maintain control and drive progress. So, for example, you could present features that allow for setting specific goals, tracking milestones, and generating detailed reports. This aligns with the commander's focus on achieving objectives and demonstrating results to their stakeholders. Second, focus on things that provide immediate and quantifiable benefits. Next is what we call the focus of energy. These are things that give energy to a commander. The one thing that every commander obsesses about and derives energy from is taking decisive action in a timely manner. It is in the DNA of every commander. When you have such a customer, what you can do to fuel their energy is to provide them with comprehensive but tangible information that will allow the commander to take a rapid but decisive decision. Focus of avoidance are things that the commanders hate and want to stay away from. The one thing that every commander hates is being seen or perceived as being weak and indecisive. When pitching to a commander, provide clear and concise explanations. They dislike long, rambling explanations and subtlety. Avoid getting philosophical, they hate it. Finally, a commander's mentality and approach while arriving at a decision is that one, they thrive on challenges. They view challenges as an opportunity, and because of this innate nature, they are willing to take risks in trying new things that will help them project and retain power and control. Now, commanders are constantly looking for newness or differentiated capabilities that will give them a competitive edge over others. So for you as a seller, you can take advantage of this by projecting the uniqueness in your product or solution. In the last video, we saw about how behaviors manifest themselves as positions and actions, and the underlying beliefs and biases that are invisible and unspoken. As you've seen, a commander believes and trusts cold, hard facts. Invariably, they do not take anyone at face value. They like to dig deeper into facts and figures. They harbor a belief and a bias that sellers generally embellish their products, features, and achievements. They have to be able to see it to believe it. To uncover the invisible and the unspoken, pay attention to body language cues. Like they say, read between the lines. Once you sense a deep rooted belief or bias, bring it to the forefront by asking what is called as discovery questions. For example, ask a commander a discovery question to get them to open up and provide specifics that will reassure them that your product is better than the alternatives. Think about a customer account with a commander as a decision maker. Now use this technique to create an engagement plan. Remember, you must adapt to your customer style and not the other way around. In the next session, we shall discuss another interesting personality type, the navigator, and how to deal with a navigator profile as a customer. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I'm always eager to hear your comments, feedback, and about topics that you may like me to cover in the coming sessions. Till next week, happy selling.